More calls for Orange County Supervisor Andrew Doe to resign over his connection to the COVID relief funds fraud scandal. His daughter allegedly misused public dollars to buy a home and luxury goods. KTLA 5's Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost live in Santa Ana with all the details. Good morning, Chip.
Yeah, good morning, Lou. Today was the first Orange County Board of Supervisors meeting since Supervisor Andrew Doe's home was raided as part of an investigation into allegations of the misuse of taxpayer funds. Let's take a look inside that meeting this morning. We were in there just a little bit ago. As you can see, Supervisor Andrew Doe's chair was empty. He was not there. You may remember last week his home was raided as part of an investigation looking into the misuse of taxpayer funds that were given out to try to help people during the COVID pandemic. Not only was his home raided, but so was the home of his daughter. His daughter worked for a nonprofit that had contracted with the county to deliver meals to needy people during the COVID pandemic. However, the county actually filed a lawsuit against the supervisor's daughter, that nonprofit, and others, accusing them of misusing millions of dollars. The supervisor's daughter's home was also raided and searched last week by federal agents. Now, the federal agents wouldn't talk about what they were searching for, but the county in its civil lawsuit outlined a number of allegations saying that the money was misspent, used to buy homes, and also spent in other ways that had nothing to do with what their contract called for. Now, the supervisors, for their part, the chairman of the board, the chairman of the Orange County Board of Supervisors, says at the next meeting he is going to call for Supervisor Doe to be removed from all committees on the board right now. However, some supervisors are hoping he resigns before that is necessary.
I think that we need to get back to the business of the county, and having a supervisor who is under federal investigation, state investigation, local investigation, it clouds our ability to perform our jobs. Plus, he's not showing up. So we want to be able to depend on who's going to be here to make decisions.
We're really limited in what we can do to a fellow colleague. I know that I'd like to move for censure, which is a public condemnation of the acts he's taken. Removal of office is something much more serious. That's something that the Attorney General can take actions on. But today, we simply want to see how we can take some corrective measures within our authority that we're very limited on.
Now, it should be noted the supervisor himself has not been accused of wrongdoing in that lawsuit filed by the county, but it is his connection to his daughter's nonprofit, or the nonprofit his daughter was working for, that is raising a lot of questions because he was involved in directing millions of dollars to that nonprofit. Now, as I said, there is going to be an item on the next meeting. Apparently there wasn't time enough to get that on the agenda today to have it done today. So in the next supervisors meeting, they're going to have this item on there to try to remove him from all committees. As far as removing him from his seat as an Orange County supervisor, that's something we're told that would have to be done by the Attorney General's office, and timing might not work out for that because his term is up this year. For now, reporting live here in Santa Ana, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
Thank you.